So now with these shocks that I've ordered, they kind of look like maybe I got them from Energy, but guess what? I didn't. I got them from AliExpress. Fraction of the price, same parts, all aluminum body shocks. Check those bad boys out. Wow. So, what I've noticed is that these don't come with oil, so you're going to have to fill them up. I'm using the LOSI certified silicone shock oil, and I'm using that in 20 weight. 20 weight. Like I've said before, I'm new to crawling, so if you guys have any suggestions as far as, you know, shock oils and weights and all that kind of stuff, be nice to me. Don't tell me I'm an idiot and stuff. Just let me know kindly, you know, what shock oil I should be using. So, to take these apart, in case you've never done these before, obviously if you're an experienced RCer, then you'll know. You want to take your shock, so you're going to want to take your spring back, retain that back, take the bottom spring retainer off, slide your spring off, exposing your shock body. Loosen off your preload, grip firmly and counterclockwise, take your shock cap off. Check that out, little bladder, nice and pink. You're going to want to make sure that you've got some paper towel or toilet paper, Kleenex, or some kind of paper to absorb all this oil, because you'll see here, there's a bit in here for the shipping, but there's not enough to make this shock work. I don't know if you can see that oil moving in there, but that's what's in it. So put the shock to the bottom, dump out all the old crud. You don't really know what's in there. And we're putting good oil in it anyways. Try to contain that stuff. Don't get any dirt on your shock cap. There we go. Dab, dab. Now, I've already gone ahead and done the other three, kind of just so I could show you how to do this the way that I found to do it properly anyways. I'm not saying it's the right or wrong way, but this worked for me. So, you're going to go ahead and fill up your shock. And what I've kind of encountered is that you're going to want to fill it up roughly a 1/4 inch below the top, and that's what I found for the shock to work properly, for it to be smooth, for it to be able to bottom out. So I don't know if you can see that in there, but I started off about a 1/4 inch. You can always add more, you can always take some out. Now you're going to go ahead and cycle your shock nice and slow, get all the air bubbles out, and you want that oil to move below the piston. There's a little O-ring in there, and you want the shock to be able to move around that freely. Check and watch, you're making sure all the bubbles are coming out, and once all the bubbles are out, there's a bubble there. Once all the bubbles stop happening, you're going to go ahead and put your shock cap back on, nice and snug. So now, with your shock fully extended, you're going to go ahead and reinstall your shock cap. And like I said, this one here, what I found for the compression is that I'm going to stay down roughly about a 1/4 inch, because that bladder sits fairly deep in the shock. Now, like I said, this is all new to me, so try to be kind here. Put that cap back on nice and tight, and check it out. See if you can get all the way to the bottom, and it's not extending fully, so I'm going to have to put a couple more drops of oil in that. So again, all the way to the bottom, fully extended. Take your cap off. Don't get any dirt on it. Put about 3 drops in there, maybe 4. Cycle it one more time just to see where it's sitting. Make sure all the air bubbles are out. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. Cap back on. Round 2. You're going to want to go ahead and make sure that the bottom cap is tight as well. Oh, that one was loose. See that? Top's on. Look at that. I'm getting right to the bottom, and it's pushing all the way back out on its own. Nice and gushy. That is a plush feeling shock. Alright, so now that the shock is together with its oil, and you got the compression that you want, and it's extending fully on its own, and you're able to hit the bottom. You want to be able to bottom out. You're going to want to go ahead. This shock is a dual rate, or this shock comes with a dual rate spring, so you see that the spring gets tighter and at the top and looser at the bottom. The tighter spot goes to the top, so that means as the spring is compressing, it gets stiffer. And you want to make sure these are directional, your spring retainers. So you make sure you put it back on the way you took it off, clips back over, slides down over top, and away you go. And there is a very nice feeling, brand new aluminum bodied shock. Stay tuned for more SCX10 upgrades, and thanks for watching Jables Outdoors.